Coming up on the Met Report, a group of volunteers fight hunger.
It's a great way to start your Friday.
Making a difference in the community.
The music industry mourns the death of a royal artist.
And people are ditching the treadmills for a new workout. Find out what it is. The Met Report starts now. Changes in RTD bus routes could affect your commute to campus. Thanks for joining us here on the Met Report and happy Earth Day. I'm John Madden.
And I'm Alex O'Brien. Starting Sunday, Bus Route 15 will no longer service Auraria campus. In its place, Bus Route 6 and 43 will begin service to the campus. The changes come as RTD opens up the new A line to the airport.
Well, let's go crazy because the results are in for this year's SGA election. Senior Liz Molesky was elected president and Christian Solano was elected vice president. Daniel Day will be student trustee and junior Branham Mumby will continue to be SACAB representatives along with sophomore Jessica Fajardo.
Students seeking a career in the healthcare industry can now register for a new major in the field. The new area of study will be in the healthcare information systems. Graduates will be prepared to take a position in health data analysis and electronic medical records, among other computer-based systems within the field. The new major will connect students to one of the fastest growing fields in the country, with over 200 job openings in Colorado alone.
It really is a good field for somebody who has good basic kind of computer, good basic math skills. We'll teach you the rest. All you have to do is come in with kind of an open mind and be willing to work hard to get into really what is one of the most exciting fields in our economy.
Finals week is approaching, which means you better find time to take a nap. A study by the University of Colorado Boulder found that people who don't take naps have a harder time retaining information, and it decreases their problem-solving skills. And it can also lead to higher levels of anxiety. Taking an hour-long nap can actually refresh the mind and can help make more space for new information.
Defeat hunger and provide assistance to the needy children. That's the goal of volunteers who meet every Friday morning on Auraria campus. Christina Kleeman spent time with the volunteers making a difference.
This is the sound of loving people that are happy to volunteer their time for children in need.
I really like it. It's a great way to start your Friday. The people are fun, and it's all for a good cause, of course.
4 years ago, Bob Bell and his friend John Thieland partnered with the Colorado Food Bank of the Rockies to create Food for Thought.
In the city of Denver, there's probably about 30,000 kids within the elementary school level that go without eating really much of anything between hot lunch on Friday and returning back to school on Monday morning.
This nonprofit organization provides power sacks of food to children in low-income families so they will have meals to eat during the weekend.
It's a lot of fun. We get a lot out of it because you're doing good for others and it just makes you feel good inside.
Out of here we deliver about 1,000 or 1,200 sacks each and every week. We've been doing Food for Thought for 4 years. Metropolitan State Campus is our home. We work a lot with the student body here along with a volunteer base. We average about 40 to 50 volunteers each and every Friday morning.
Fairview and Greenlee are just 2 of 7 elementary schools that Food for Thought is serving. For the Met Report, Christina Kleeman.
Sports industry operation teachers at MSU Denver have conducted research showing the roadblocks undocumented athletes face at the collegiate level. The research is based on information received by undocumented student athletes, coaches, and athletic directors from over 100 Hispanic serving institutions in America. The main focus of the research is to shed light on the problems that athletes face with the lack of financial aid eligibility because of their legal status.
And all the other people that were presenting, they had never even heard of our topic, and they didn't even think it was an issue. They come from the East Coast or the Northeast, and they didn't really know this was an issue. So I think our geographic location.
Spring-like weather has finally returned, and that means that Colorado's severe threat increases. Here's an in-depth look at what Colorado residents can expect this season.
Whoa! That's massive. Oh, God.
As spring continues in Colorado, severe weather comes in the form of lightning, hail, flooding, and sometimes tornadoes.
We actually have a pretty short window of severe weather season here. It's usually at the end of May through maybe the first week of June, so we have like a three-week windows. We do get some weaker tornadoes near the airport or even west of I-25, but the biggest threat is usually with hail.
In recent years, storm chasing has become a public hobby. But facing dangerous storms is no simple task.
Anyone can be a storm chaser. They just have to learn the inner dynamics of a storm. To be a safe storm chaser to yourself and to the community and to the people around you, you want to have the proper training.
It's done it. It's down. Look at that.
For the Met Report,
Storms are fun.
Alex O'Brien. Well, guys, bottom line, if you're going to go out to observe these storms, make sure you know what you're looking at, and so that you can potentially avoid some hazardous conditions.
Yeah. Won't catch me storm chasing. No thanks. Doug, any purple rain in the upcoming forecast?
No, I don't think any purple rain or any storm chasing in our future here. And it's really funny, guys, this time last week we were talking about this spring snowstorm. Take a look at this picture. This is the damage that it did down south. Again, this was just a week ago, and this is just an example of some of what we saw with this storm. Again, tree damage was very common with that heavy, wet snow that just fell and kept coming, feet in some areas, and even in the foothills we had up to 4 feet of snow. Right now, though, that is cleared out. That is gone, thank goodness. We're currently sitting at 72 degrees here on the Auraria campus, and our high today, we get up to 78 degrees, and we're going to have a light breeze coming out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, if you have any plans today, it's going to be an awesome day to get out and do anything outside. 76 by 5 p.m., and even tonight, if you have plans this evening going out, 62 degrees. And guys, that's actually our average high for this time of year. 63, our low, 35. We're not going to be close to that 35. And of course, we're going to be above that 63 in our records, 88 and 21. Now, coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about a warm-up for the weekend, but we do have that moisture coming back, and I'll tell you if that's going to come in the form of rain or snow.
Thanks, Douglas. When we come back, Denver is growing. See how much the population will be increasing in the next few years.
And a new face will soon appear on the $20 bill. Find out who it is. We'll be right back.
In Auraria, everything changes. There's always new things to see or do.
In your Noticiero de EMET, we'll tell you all you need to know about our school.
News about our region and beyond our borders. Every Friday morning at 10:30 through Comcast Channel 58 in Denver and on live stream in iTunes or Android. Noticiero de EMET, the student voice of MSU Denver in Spanish.
Hey Roadrunners, my name is Mary Kate Newton, Editor-in-Chief of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly student-run newspaper, and this is what we do. Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunners sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we are always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors, so if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli 313. The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.
Welcome back. The Treasury announced that a new face will be taking over the $20 bill. President Andrew Jackson will be replaced by Harriet Tubman. Tubman was born into slavery, escaping in 1849 on the Underground Railroad. She spent much of her life giving African Americans freedom and a sense of self. The final design will be released in 2020.
The Douglas County School District made a purchase that has some parents concerned. The school district purchased 10 semi-automatic rifles for security officers. The officers, who are all retired law enforcement, will be required to complete training to check out the rifles. The guns will be housed at district facilities rather than school grounds. The district hopes the purchase will help ensure the safety of students and staff on school properties.
Well, in case you couldn't tell by the increased traffic, Denver's population has grown substantially over the last couple years. Must be a sign of the times. Belen Ward has more on the growth and what is expected for the Mile High City in the coming years.
Denver's population has grown more than any other county in Colorado last year. The U.S. Census Bureau says Denver's population in 2015 was over 683,000. That is an increase over 18,000 since 2014.
It's crazy, 15, 20 years ago, you could go to a car wash and wash your car with no problem. Now you got to make an appointment, because it's just lines everywhere. And it's good, though. It's all good.
Broomfield is the fastest growing county in the state, according to the 2015 census released this last Thursday. Broomfield estimated population is over 65,000. Broomfield is the 5th fastest growing county in the nation. The new estimates in population growth includes Boulder, Adams, Arapahoe, Douglas, and Jefferson counties at nearly 3 million, up by 2.1% in a year. Denver's boom has resulted in the rising traffic and an urban surge in development. Home prices and rents have soared, affordable housing shortage has grown. For the 7th time in the past 8 years, Denver County has led the states in population growth. For the EMET Report, Belen Ward.
Researchers in New Zealand have designed a new drug that could be a potential blockbuster for cancer. Head of the research project, Professor Lai Ming Ching, says the new drug is used to unleash the body's own immune system. IDO1, an enzyme produced in cancer cells, damages any cancer-killing immune cells. The new drug could stop the IDO1 from damaging healthy cells. Human testing on the drug is expected to start soon.
Public space travel may be closer than you think. Private space company Blue Origin has successfully launched and landed a rocket 3 times. These fully automated reusable rockets could reduce the cost of space travel. Blue Origin hopes to eventually carry out paying customers out of this world. Continual test launches and landings are planned to further improve the technology.
You might think that movie rental places were a thing of the past, but in one Denver store, they still live on. But for how much longer? Addison Goodell has more.
This is Video One. We are the oldest and largest video store in Denver. We are the very second video store that ever started up in Colorado. Video Station in Boulder was the first in 1983, and we came a few months later in 1984. Where we are now really isn't very different from how it was with Blockbuster and Hollywood coming in. So now we have big companies that offer streaming that also offer just a narrow scope of what you can get, the new releases. A lot of things will be changing, and the saddest for me with all of this is just that without us here, there's really nowhere in this city that you can go to find a movie, outside your streaming. I feel that video stores are kind of valuable. There's still people like myself out here who would prefer to talk to somebody and browse through things and find things you wouldn't normally find. Couldn't go anywhere without someone saying, "Video One guys!" You have a good solid bunch of people renting here that appreciate good film, that like to talk about it, and you can recommend them good weird films that you just can't to a lot of regular people. To run a small independent business is pretty much impossible anyway, with the way things are made. To do it as a dead industry now is quite tough. What holds us together is a lot of love. Not so much money or anything, but really just kind of being a part of the neighborhood and community.
For the Met Report, I'm Addison Goodell.
Getting into shape is on the mind of many people. Met Report's Ashley Craven introduces us to a unique gymnastics gym in Denver that can help with that.
In the heart of Denver's Art District on Santa Fe, you will find a unique and fun place to sculpt your body. It's called Awaken.
3, 2, and release.
Awaken is an adult gymnastics-inspired fitness studio where you can gain strength and flexibility through a gymnastics-style workout. Awaken has all the discipline and hard work that comes with gymnastic strength training, but they have tailored their workouts to fit adult bodies. The training focuses on strengthening and mobilizing muscles, ligaments, and joints to fix injuries, bad habits with posture, and keeps older bodies feeling young.
I think what's going on in the fitness trend in the last 2 years is all about body weight exercising. At Awaken, we kind of structurize that, meaning what are the mobility and flexibility requirements for your body weight training to supplement the shoulder strength and the hip mobility.
You have that one instructor that's making everybody do all these things, and you want to be just as good as everyone else, or you want to be better. So there's just so many goals to work towards.
Super beginner friendly. Everyone behaves, kind of an important thing. Everyone works together.
Whether you're a trained gymnast or just looking for a different, more exciting workout, Awaken is the place for you. For the Met Report, Ashley Craven.
A new Colorado law could affect those with service dogs. Celeste Zubia has more.
The service dog community is speaking out on an issue that has now gained the attention of Colorado lawmakers.
Prior to the House Bill 1308 being proposed, it was becoming more and more of a problem in Colorado because we're a very dog-friendly state.
Service dogs have now become a huge topic after a recent proposed law could now make it a crime.
It seems to me that the people that are using fake service dogs are a lot more about it's a service dog, you have to let it in here. The difference is a service dog provides or does a specific task. The list of things a service dog, duties that they can perform, is unbelievably long.
There are over 200,000 Americans who rely on the assistance of their service dogs every day, one of them being a student here at MSU Denver.
He's my best friend. He goes and does everything with me. If I didn't have him, I wouldn't be able to be here on my own. I would always need somebody with me. When people do it, they don't understand. I pass a lot of people during the day and says, "Oh, I wish I had my dog here." It's, I have Hoyle. I'd rather be walking or be normal than have my dog, to be completely honest. I just would like people that don't need a service dog to not take one. Good boy.
For the Met Report, Celeste Zubia.
Well, happy Friday, and thanks for joining us here on the Met Report. I'm Douglas Coulter. If you're headed out this evening to get an early start on that weekend, it's going to be awesome temperatures out there tonight. We're going to see our lows: 46 in Thornton, 47 in Denver, 48 in Aurora. We're going to warm things up tomorrow, and that's partly because of a warm southerly breeze we have coming in. 77 is going to be our high in Denver tomorrow, 77 in Arvada. And look at that. Sunday, we're going to stay right above average, still cooling off just a touch, 71 in Denver, Evergreen and Conifer, upper 50s if you're headed up in that area. Now, again, that's in part because we have high pressure sitting off over here in Kansas and Oklahoma, and we have this low pressure system sitting to our north, up right around Salt Lake City, and that's rain up all along that area. That's going to stay out of our area, but that is what's going to give us our wind for Saturday. Again, Sunday, not much is going to change. That low pressure system is going to move further up into the Dakotas, and that's going to drench those guys up there with rain, and it's really a strong low pressure system. Down in the south, high pressure in place, so not much going on in the whole southern United States. Again, tonight, we're going to cool things off to a cool 47 degrees under clear skies tomorrow morning. We're going to start to see the winds pick up in the morning, 10 to 20 miles per hour, but still, again, very warm because of that warm southerly breeze we're going to have. 77 degrees is going to be our high tomorrow with those winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Now looking at the 5-day forecast, we're going to warm things up on Monday, 72 degrees, Tuesday, 54, and by Wednesday, 63 and 60 on Thursday. We do have the chance of rain on Tuesday and again on Friday, but I don't think that's going to be a complete washout for us. And again, the temperatures are still pretty average for this time of year. Stay tuned. EMET is next.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Redstone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Now joining us for EMET is Hayley Mack.
Hello everyone, I'm so happy it's Friday, but unfortunately we start with very sad news. Yesterday we lost a music idol. Prince died at just 57 years old. After police were called to his home at Paisley Park Studios, they found Prince unresponsive in his elevator. He had come down with flu-like symptoms just days before his death. The icon of pop and soul performed live for the last time in Minnesota on Saturday. We also lost Doris Roberts this week. She's best known for her role as the mother in Everybody Loves Raymond. She was 90 years old. And WWE legend Joni China Doll Lauer also passed away in her home in Redondo Beach. She was only 46. Truly tragic news. They all will be sorely missed. Well, a popular talk show is having some serious drama of their own after a host makes an unexpected announcement. Michael Strahan says he's leaving for a new hosting gig at Good Morning America after his 4-year run with Live with Kelly and Michael. The news has blindsided Kelly, and she's not happy about it. Kelly will not be on the show for the next 3 days. SNL star Anna Gaster graciously subbed in for Kelly on Monday. Erin Andrews and Pretty Little Liars' Shay Mitchell are also scheduled to fill in for Kelly. Until then, Michael is definitely in the doghouse. The viral video this week is a hilarious one. Pay close attention. During a kiss cam at the Atlanta Hawks playoff games, while this couple definitely showed some love and sucked each other's faces off, the real thing to see is the girl in the background showing some passion for her pizza. Okay, nobody wants to see people making out or shoveling pizza into their faces, but what you might want to see is an awesome musical this weekend. We've got the exclusive right here in EMET's Must-Sees.
If you miss the warm feel of the sun, the sand between your toes, and the smell of a fresh tropical breeze, then you might want to check out South Pacific. Roger and Hammerstein's Tropical Classic is now playing at the Candlelight Dinner Theater and is truly transporting audiences to this fresh and fun world. The musical takes place during World War II on an island in the South Pacific.
It's an old school musical. It's written very different than musicals are now. It doesn't have the wham bam right away. Like you get a scene, you get to know two people.
We see couples fall in love, a little bit of native fun, and how some certain sailors pass their time. The main point of the show, though, is how it deals with racism during World War II.
There's things that I say on stage that make me feel icky inside, but there's such a journey that this character takes, so when she comes to the end and she realizes that she loves this man no matter what, and she learns to love his children no matter what, it comes full circle, and I think that there's such a lovely ending to it, and there's such a lovely message to it that the audience kind of can forgive those things, I hope. There's this beautiful juxtaposition of this island that is gorgeous and wonderful and beautiful and is everything they want it to be, and then there's this horrible other part of the war happening. And I think when those moments come through when you're like, oh my gosh, there is, racism and prejudice that you're like, whoa, I feel will always ring true no matter who you are. I don't want anyone to feel like because it's an older musical that it doesn't speak to anyone.
Or resonate.
Right,
Yeah.
and I truly think it does.
I do too.
South Pacific is now playing through May 8th. For the Met Report, Avery Anderson.
What a great performance. Now, there's also a timeless classic playing at the Denver Center for Performing Arts. The Demon Barber of Fleet Street has come to Denver and is now playing at the Stage Theater through May 15th. The show follows Sweeney Todd as he seeks revenge on those who have wronged him. And let's just say the revenge ends in a lot of blood. The original music and lyrics are written by Stephen Sondheim, and the Grammy-nominated Devotchka arranged the show for Denver. Thank you for watching EMET. I'm Hayley Mack. Don't go away because Michael has sports next.
And the Roadrunners, their third straight regional title.
You love Roadrunner sports, and so do we. From high-flying Metro State action to in-depth interviews with coaches, players, and staff, the Roadrunner Review is here to keep you up to date with everything that is Metro State sports.
Yeah, there we go.
Check us out on Altitude Sports and Entertainment, Comcast CET, and at GoMetroState.com to follow your Roadrunners all season long.
Roadrunners with our impressive comeback.
So tune in and get rowdy.
Now joining us for sports is Michael Jackson.
It may be softball and baseball season, but the women's golf team is still swinging for the yard out on the green. After winning the RMAC tournament last season, deja vu would happen as the Roadrunners repeated as the champs in the RMAC tourney. Junior Allie Johnson shot for the best score of the second round with a 1 under 71 to beat out Fora Zook at a 75. The Roadrunners took the RMAC title with all the players shooting an 80 or better, taking the series at 4-0. At 13 and 17, men's baseball have 11 games left. They need win 9 of those in order to get over 500 on the season. With the tough task at hand, they took on Adams State on the Grizzlies' turf last Friday. With Julian Garcia on the mound, you expect the Roadrunners to get a win, and when they did. Striking out 8 batters in 7 innings, the Grizzlies scored 5 runs off of him and still ended up losing the game, as Jake Thurston went 2 for 5 and batted in 3 out of the 9 runs as the Roadrunners took Game 1 in what was supposed to be a 4-game series. However, Saturday's games were canceled due to the bad weather. Unlike baseball, Roadrunner softball is having a season to remember. At 26 and 16, softball will end 2016 with the winning season. They had a doubleheader against Northern Colorado last Tuesday. Senior Kaylee Christensen took the mound in Game 1. Pitching 7 innings, she gave up 7 runs but managed to pick up the win. She definitely owes her offense one as they had her back all game. Cassie Smith went 3 for 4, batting in 3 runs and scoring 2 herself. The ladies dropped Game 2, but they have 4 games left before going to the RMAC tournament. All right, guys, so it's going to be a very busy weekend this weekend with the Roadrunner softball heading to South Dakota.
Yeah, making up all those games for all these cancellations because of the snow. I mean, geez.
Yeah, you know, that's right. I don't think we have any snow this weekend. We don't have any snow in the forecast for this weekend, but I am watching that wind chances coming in for the rest of the week. Well, for Saturday, I guess, not the rest of the week. We do have that rain returning, though, on Tuesday, clearing out Wednesday, Thursday, and then coming back again on Friday. Again, like I said earlier, guys, not a complete washout, but definitely some, more moisture headed our way.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend's weather because it's going to be really beautiful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, for all the latest campus news and events, be sure to visit our website at mymetmedia.com and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you.
And for the entire Met Report staff, thanks for watching. We'll see you on campus.